Let's fight the algorithm!
Warning, this video contains assisted Q&A. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. It's Tuesday. Welcome to our new episode of Brosmind TV. Hello everybody. Yes, we are.
Somos los hermanos Mingarro.
We are here with very sad news, brother.
Yes, tell me.
Our followers didn't prove our loyalty and they are not sending DMs with audio, with questions. They don't want to know anything about us or what's going on.
Qué vergüenza.
So please, this is a big reminder. Send us your audios. Send us through Instagram a DM and we'll play them here in our beloved tape questions. So, since our real friends are not sending us audios, we have to go back and do a little trick and to our biggest enemy, our biggest fears, AI. So, in this episode, we're gonna ask our new best friend and our biggest enemy what he wants to know about us.
Yeah, let's see if you can hear him. Is anybody there? Hello?
Hola, estoy aquí. ¿Cómo puedo ayudarte?
Oh,
Okay,
can
yeah,
you
so-
speak in English?
Of course. How can I help you today?
Great. Okay, I'm here with my brother doing a episode of Brosmind TV, and we would like to know if you have some questions for us. For the actual audience, for us, do you want to know anything in particular about the brothers?
That sounds like a fun episode. I'd love to know more about your creative process. What inspires you when you're making content for Brosmind TV?
Well, that's actually a pretty good question.
They are surprisingly good. Yeah.
Okay, give me some time, AI, to reply that. Yeah, what can we tell, brother? I mean, this is our free space. This is where we come here and we just try to do some experiments, like the intro today.
Yeah.
It's our free space, freedom space, creative freedom moment.
Yeah, and the inspiration is, during the week we are thinking in this, and since we are record every Tuesday, no?
Yes.
We are writing ideas, or I thought that maybe that could be interesting. And the thing is that probably at the end we are improvising everything during the same Tuesday morning, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, the ideas come from everywhere, or
Yeah, just the necessity to fill up the space because we don't really have time to think about it. But then we came here, what can we do? And then we go to the shop next door and we find some clay. And then we say, okay, let's try and do something with that. And then, so it's kind of very random. There's not really like an inspiration for it, but it's more the idea of having some free time to actually create freely, no?
yeah, and the challenge of doing one new episode every Tuesday, no?
Exactly.
Whatever it is about.
And as all father will say, don't say it, do it. So that's actually a pretty good exercise for us. So maybe when we get a commission or we work in a personal project, we actually go back to the things we try on the episode and we put them and we make them properly for the actual commission. But anyway,
Yeah,
let's
that's
ask him another question.
Okay, can we have another question, please?
That's really interesting. It's great that you find inspiration in everyday moments and let creativity flow naturally. For the audience, what advice would you give to someone who wants to start their own creative project but isn't sure where to begin?
Man, it's actually pretty scary because he's been listening to us,
Yeah.
no? What's going on?
He's getting clever and clever. Yeah.
So answering that question, I'll say probably it's like, don't say it, do it. Just keep doing things, Don't worry too much about developing the whole concept or the whole idea. Sometimes it's just a thing that inspires you a little bit that you want to try, or you maybe want to work in a specific material. Just do that. You want to draw something, just do something, and this will come up and make follow up
The
something.
most important is just to produce stuff all the time. No, don't wait until the perfect moment or you have the correct materials or equipment.
Yeah.
No, the important thing is that you do things you create every day, and from that, for sure, there's going to be something awesome from time to time.
Yeah, and don't worry. Just sit down, try and do something, and if you don't accomplish anything, don't worry. It's already a success. You already tried. So frustration is a great priority because that means that you're already trying to do something.
Yeah, we have many examples in our program because every day in those intros, sometimes you can see that it's not working 100%. No, there are still little fails there.
I think it's the whole episode,
Yeah.
the thing that is not working.
Yeah, but there you can see that we are trying to make it happen all the time.
Okay.
Okay.
Please, can you make another question?
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's great advice. Keep creating and experimenting. Even if it's not perfect, it's all part of the process. Here's another question. How do you handle creative blocks or moments when you feel stuck?
Oh man, we actually got invited to a conference, and he's actually asking the similar questions, man.
Yeah, he knows things. I know.
So, I mean, creative block. Of course, we may have some creative blocks, but we're two people, so that's pretty hard to happen in the studio times. And we've been already working for many, many years, almost 20 years. So we don't really have creative blocks, and we love to create. So it's pretty natural on us. So
Yeah,
we never really have that feeling, no?
No, we never get completely blocked. I don't know. This question is a typical question in this kind of events related to design and all that. But I think if you're a creative person, you never get completely blocked. You know, that's a kind of a fantasy. You know,
Yeah.
if you're a creative person, and you like to do this, for sure you are going to come up with an idea at the end. You know.
Yeah, it's probably sometimes it's more about deadlines and working for someone that you don't really like. It's more that you getting annoyed than actually not finding a solution, or maybe they are the problem. You know, sometimes I don't see that probably. So that's perspective's point of view, but yeah, we don't really have that problem.
And the thing is that you don't have to worry about having the best idea ever all the time. You can train your creativity, and at the end you can always come up with enough good idea, you know, to solve the problem or to have the client or whatever. So never the block, it doesn't exist.
That's actually something that we learn through time, you know. There are moments that it's better to do it however it looks, and then you will be able to improve it later on the day or later on your career, whatever. Sometimes just trying to achieve that perfection is what you actually, when you actually get blocked, you know.
Yeah. So maybe one last question. Enough.
Please, can you concentrate and make the best question you can ever think for our best audience?
Sure. Here's a thought-provoking question.
Okay.
How do you balance staying true to your creative vision while also adapting to the needs and feedback of your audience or clients?
Man, that's pretty, that's actually a really good question. Yeah, thank you very much. So, yeah, that's pretty tricky for us as well, because, I mean, I think we feel that we have a strong style now. It's not only the illustrations, the whole philosophy behind Brosmind, you know. So that spirit we try to apply in multiple medias, you know, from illustration, building stuff, blah, blah, blah. So it's true that when you try to make that commercial, you have this big issue, because the audience may like what you are doing, your potential clients, but they want something very specific. So that's something that you need to fight for, and it takes a lot of time to actually find that right balance. So we are not always 100% happy with what we do for commission, for money, let's say, but it's what it keeps us alive and pays all the rents and mortgage and everything, and it allows us to actually do this channel or do our personal projects. So it's very important to also free your mind and say, okay, the perfect balance is never going to exist, because people are going to have to pay for what I do. So you need to find that balance. And there is a lot of frustration in that. So that's said about commissions. Now let me say one more thing, brother. Sorry.
Of course.
Then there is the other level, the social media stuff. That is very hard, and it's very difficult, and it can be very painful, because social media should be the platforms to allow you to express your own self. But then you are chasing for the likes, you're chasing for approval from other people. So it's very important to know that you don't have to care about the rest of the people. It's for you. You use this platform to share. And I'm sure there's going to be one person in the world who's going to appreciate as you do it. So just try to keep it loyal for yourself. So just divide it. Keep social media for one thing, keep commercial for other thing, just split it in platforms, no?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I would say the same, no, something similar. I think that you always should prioritize your personal style, no?
Yeah.
Instead of making everybody else happy, because at the end, if not, you are going to become mad. Probably it's not that
crazy.
That's not. It's not good
not
for
healthy,
you to be always doing that. And at the end, probably you are going to find your way, and you don't need to like everybody. Only to that ones that are enough for you to do a living from this, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't maybe you doing your own work, your own stuff, the things you like. You are achieving you are arriving to a lot of, to enough people, so, you know, to a niche, no?
Exactly, and it's exactly.
Como
so
un nicho en el que,
trying to find your little space, but don't be full and get the money. So sell yourself a little bit, to support your own self. And it's very important. There is a lot of people, maybe some people see us as an example of we're super creative freedom and we are able to make money out of that. We're still doing a lot of stuff that we don't like and we don't share. And that happened to many, many other people. To all our idols are doing the same. They're doing money with projects that they never share. So keep that in mind. It's not everything that you see on social media. Okay, and I have one last question for a new friend. First, thank you very much for all those questions. I think you did a great job. And I have one question. What do you think about us fighting against the algorithm? And we like you, but we also hate you. What can we do, my friend?
That's a great question. Algorithms can definitely feel like a challenge. It's important to focus on creating content that you're passionate about and that resonates with your audience. While algorithms play a role in visibility, genuine engagement and building a community around your work are key. Keep sharing your unique perspective and connecting with people who appreciate what you do. Over time, that genuine
Awesome. Thank you very much. See you next Tuesday. Thank you, brother. Bye.
Cambia al modo estándar para seguir chateando.
Come on, shut up.
Oh man, reach out the level from the cheap version. We need to pay for it.
Le hemos vencido.
By the way, this is not sponsored by any ChatGPTs or anything. We do it because we want it. Thank you very much. See you next Tuesday. Bye.
We love you.